few years ago, it was decided there was an organisation called Know My Own. It's still in existence, and it was from that organisation that this gathering came. And a woman who has driven it for all those years, and no doubt she's going to thank everybody else besides, and that's what she always does. But this simply would not exist without Carmel Cantwell.
Lord Mayor, Lady Mayoress, public representatives, ladies and gentlemen. Before we turn to the heart of today's gathering, I want to share an update on what has unfolded over the past year. A year that has brought deep turmoil for our group and for the Save Bessborough campaign. Just a few days before last Christmas, the developers quietly placed their planning notice for phase 1 of a 3-phase development. Between Christmas, the New Year and the school holidays, it slipped under the radar for many. In the end, only 2 objections were lodged with Cork City Council, one from myself on behalf of the Bessborough Group and one from Councillor Peter Horgan. I know immediately that something was wrong. We have always had tremendous support from the public and from our public representatives, especially here in Cork. Only last year, the Taoiseach himself attended this commemoration. So when the planning notice went unnoticed, it was clear that the timing was no accident. At the end of February, Cork City Council granted permission for 140 apartments. The decision stunned us all, particularly because this same development has previously been refused. And we know what this means. If this first phase proceeds, the others will follow. The approval for the remaining phases will happen. The landscape of Bessborough, the last intact grounds of this institution, will become permanently destroyed. We do not oppose this so passionately. Why do we oppose this so passionately? Because 923 children born in Bessborough died, including my brother William, because 859 of those children have no burial record at all, because 761 of those children, mostly under the age of 1, died here on these grounds, and because to this day there has never been an exhaustive investigation to determine where they are buried. We have spoken to witnesses who saw burials take place. We know children were laid to rest here, but there is no single identified burial place. The land itself holds the truth. These buildings, these fields, they hold the stories, the secrets, and the remains of our family members. This is also the place where nearly 19,000 women, girls, and children passed through, many subjected to harsh and cruel treatment. Most were separated from their babies, even when the mothers were fully capable of caring for them. After the planning decision was made, we quickly went into action. We held a protest and other events at the gates. We contacted experts to help us with our appeal and academics who wrote a detailed letter supporting it. At the same time, the CLAN project, led by Claire McGettrick, coordinated the collection of observations from survivors and affected families. A total of 159 people sent in observations, which Claire submitted together under one consolidated submission. The Planning Authority have confirmed that every one of those observations will be considered in their final decision. Many others also made observations. We now await for Commissioner Planola's decision on the 9th of July. Seeking to protect the place where so many children disappeared, where the majority are likely buried, should not be political. It is a matter of basic humanity. Every person should want dignity, recognition, and truth for the women and children who died here. Now I want to bring us back to why we are gathered here. We are gathered here to remember the children whose names are inscribed on the folly. We are here to remember the women who died. I ask you, while you are here, to take a look and read those names. One of the most moving moments of this year was when Councillor Noel Brown brought us together to read the names of the deceased children at the gates of Bessborough. One by one, voice by voice, we honoured each child as an individual, not as a statistic, not a line in a report, but a child who lived, who mattered, and who deserved to be remembered, including Philip Martin Casey, who died on the 17th of April 1987, whose name was missed during that reading. I also want to pay tribute to one of our Bessborough mothers, Maureen Casey, who passed away about a month ago, she and her daughter travel from London every year to attend this commemoration. We miss her deeply, and today we remember her and her little boy who died here in 1961. I now ask you to join me in a 1-minute silence to remember them. Thank you.
Thanks, Carmel.